Hi guys. So what I'd like us to do now is to do a little exercise on looking at where we might be holding on to anger or resentment. It's just a very gentle introduction to looking at this within ourselves. If anybody has the book, we're kind of looking around page 75 at the moment. So what Louise says is that repeated patterns show us our needs, okay? So for every pattern or habit or negative experience that we have that we'd like to change, what she's saying is there is a need within us for it. So there's something in our mind that needs to see this in our outer world that we're just not conscious of, that it's completely subconscious, but that we wouldn't experience this behavior if there wasn't this subconscious need to see it in our outer world. Okay, so remember that we're doing this work without criticizing ourselves and without judging ourselves or others. So for today, I would just like to focus a little bit on the willingness to release the need that is driving the behavior. So if you currently are angry at somebody, including yourself, or you feel justified in judging somebody or giving out about their behavior or whatever it is, let's just start there, okay? And just remember, when we're talking about forgiveness, like, I'm not saying, or Louise Hay isn't saying, that we have to put up with bad treatment or abuse or anything like that, and that forgiveness isn't saying, oh, it's okay, that's fine, it's okay, you can treat me like that, or it's not about that at all. Actually, it's just about releasing the experience from our own minds so that we're not living in the past. Because if you think about it, resentment and anger is actually a rehashing of something that's already happened, and that really isn't happening in the present moment at all. And it's a form of mental torture for ourselves to be angry at somebody else or a certain situation, and then to relive it in our minds every day and feel the pain of that within our bodies and in our minds. So this work, this healing work around forgiveness, it's about just releasing all that from our own psyche and from our body and everywhere that we've stored it. So I would like you to work with your mirror today again. So remember, we did a little bit of mirror work earlier on in our lessons. So again, I would like you to do the affirmation. It's another new one here on page 76. I'm willing to release the need for the anger, the resentment, the judgment, the blame against myself or whomever. So in the mirror, so I am willing to release the need for this anger, this hate, this judgment, this blame against me or other people. And I would like you to say that a few times, and I would like you to say that sincerely and see what happens. You might find strong resistance, you might find emotion, you might find tears, you might find just something inside you just doesn't want to do it, thinks it's silly or pointless. But trust me, I'm just asking you to do it, to give it a chance. Okay, so you find your mirror, you say, I'm willing to release the need for the anger against whomever it is, and do that a few times. And ideally, just sit with a pen and paper for a couple of minutes afterwards and write down what came up for you during that activity. And obviously, you can message me or comment here, and let me know what's coming up for you when you do that. And remember, all of this is just like an excavation. It's like a deep dive into what it is that we're holding on to and things that we're ready to let go of, because we're looking for joy and peace and true contentment in our lives. And without doing this work, it just makes it so much more difficult and nearly impossible. So good luck with that. Let me know how you get on, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye for now.